thoughts about exactly what he's hearing right now, exactly what we've
heard
the last couple of days. If you haven't seen this interview, I definitely implore you to go check it out. And he does not hold back on his feelings toward people committing crimes in Atlanta, people committing crimes around this country, in particular, people committing crimes in our community. He does not hold back. He does not mince words. So I'm going to play the clip of what he had to say. Do me a favor, as you get up out of here, as you finish listening and watching what you see, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of that situation. And also, if you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed already, if you are, I appreciate you. And hit that like button. Without further ado, Rickey Smiley, let's go.
Committing home invasions, and now I'm using those lyrics that they're admitting to doing that. I'm going to continue to do that. People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
The district attorney in Atlanta ain't playing no games in Fulton County. And she said, keep that shit out of her county. I agree with that lady 110%. And I wish we had district attorneys like that in every single county in the United States. And I don't care, crime is crime. I ain't gonna say white on black, black on white, black on black, white on white. Crime is crime. And people are affected by your crime. All you criminals out there, go to Fulton County and commit your crimes or whatever. Because you got a district attorney out there that's willing with open arms to knock your ass up and whatever. But I have to say this, man, it's a shame for what y'all doing to our community. You sad, you disgusting. I hope y'all go to jail. I hope you get life breaking in folks' house. People work hard for their stuff. People can't even go to Walmart and buy groceries because we're going to get robbed by you, or you out here stealing cars or whatever. Committing crimes against people that's vulnerable, our senior citizens, our kids, and just doing all of this stupid stuff and whatever. And I hope it's a district attorney, just like this district attorney in Fulton County. I support her 110% because we gunshot victims over here. We've been shot. We've been affected by the crime. We done had my car stolen a few times. And it wasn't by nobody, it wasn't by none of the insurrectionists from January the 6th, if I said it right. From us, our people. I hope she locked every last one of them up, and I hope they don't ever get out. I don't give a damn about no rehabilitation or nothing, no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Everybody grew up with issues. Everybody grew up dealing with something. I absolutely love the district attorney of Fulton County. And I wish we had more district attorneys like her. And I swear I hope she run for something or whatever. If I was president of the United States, she would be attorney general. I'm just kind of no nonsense. Man, go take your ass to work. Stop breaking in people's house. Go get a job. That's why all these little F-boys entitled like that. They've been coddled. And they entitled. So instead of being taught to go, love you too, Elmer, being taught to go out here and make a good living and do the right thing, you out here committing crimes and robbing and breaking in folks' house or whatever. Anybody should have a right to post some of their accomplishments on social media because people work hard for their stuff. You know, work hard and put yourself through law school and nursing school and all this kind of stuff. And you show that you got you a new car, you work hard for it, and we cheering you on because you got your new car. And then here your ass come, sitting up on social media, you see somebody, you follow them around, and then you take their life. You'll take their life if they give you everything you ask for. Because you're so low down and you're just rotten to the core. I hope everybody go and get armed. I hope everybody go and do whatever they need to do to protect themselves. And anybody coming to anybody's house, boy, I hope you get that fuck around and find out. I hope everybody got in their house some fuck around and find out. And I hope you get it. I hope you get it. Shame on you or whatever. And your parents didn't raise you that way. Your grandparents didn't raise you that way. You know better. You know who God is. You went to church, you went to Sunday school, you had a coach, you had a teacher, somebody that told your ass right or wrong, whether you got a dad or not, whether you got a mama or not, whether you got a grandmama or not. It ain't no excuse to be committing crimes and breaking in folks' house, and now people can't even be safe in their own communities. I hope you get what's coming to you, and I hope, and all you parents out here that they got these little pieces of trash, because you didn't raise them to be a piece of trash. They turned themselves into a piece of trash. Let me tell you something. Go put their ass in some good damn insurance. If you don't raise your son and daughter the best you can and taught them right from wrong, and they go out here and decide they want to smoke weed, sell drugs, commit crimes, or whatever, let me tell you what you do. You take their ass down to State Farm or whatever insurance you have, and you put their ass in some good damn insurance, because they're going to end up dead. And you take that money and you raise the rest of your kids and send the rest of your kids off to college with the money, the insurance money that you made from his death, because he a fool and he decided.
Okay, I got to stop this shit right now. I just got to stop it. I got to keep it a bean pie with you. I had to holler at my mans to let him know what I was about to do before I did it. Nigga, this shit is fake. Fake. Fake, 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 fake. Now, I'm not about to shoot at Thug. I've been down there. Them boys was doing a little B&E. They was doing a little carjacking. They was doing a little shooting back and forth, beefing. They ain't have artillery like that. They was hitting licks to be fresh. They was trying to make music, right? Then bam, a check come. Over there first. So now you feel away. But then bam, they don't dish you. But then bam, a check come your way. A bigger check. But a better sound coming from over there. You try to powwow. They ain't really feeling that. We should all do our own thing and support each other. But now you got this money. You don't want to accept that. The people that gave you the money don't want to accept that. They signed you because you fuck with them and they like that sound, but they was already signed. And it's like, well, y'all fuck with each other, we'll sign you and we'll benefit, right? But it ain't go like that. So then what happened? They used the money that they got from the blankety blank, man, to start a fucking war. Thug broke already. So that let you know he couldn't afford to fight no war without him. Now, if one of my artists did some shit like that, like, yo, I signed so-and-so in 2017. Matter of fact, let's keep it a bean pie with you. I just signed the artist. Now, if he took that money and bought him a couple kilos and him and his homies was on and moving and grooving, and they could prove that money came from me and he dealing with me, talking to me every day, even though it's not on that, at the very least, I'm guilty of conspiracy. Period. But we don't see none of them charges, and y'all giving this lady all of this credit, which she deserved, kinda. She should have been doing something about the crime down there in Atlanta. They spent the last 4-5 years blaming that shit on out-of-towners. And let me be frank with you. Them Louisiana niggas came up here too. Y'all can't just keep blaming all your crime on people coming there. You know what I'm saying? That ain't... Most of the people killing and got killed got Atlanta IDs, man. Atlanta IDs. Facts. She just not getting the ball, and they watched them commit all these crimes for 10-something years? And you telling me she deserves a what for doing what she gets paid for? And then, quite frankly, to me, Atlanta's Atlanta, but outside of Atlanta is Georgia. So now all they doing is unifying. Because we all know what Cobb County stand for. Come on back, boy. You ain't know I knew that. I've been all over the states. All over the states. So I'm telling y'all, while y'all begging and pleading, don't give this motherfucker too much credit. Because I'm telling you, she not going to drag the people that really funded this shit in there. She not. She not. And all of this, Thug about to go down and take the charge. Gunna gonna get out. It's already a clause in the contract that Gunna goes to the parent label probably. That's all this shit is a shakedown. Straight up shakedown. And all of them people was committing crimes. They was committing these crimes and getting right back out. Are you fucking serious? It's all stupidity on a whole nother level, man. And things ain't as complex as we allowing them to make it seem. That's a small ass town. People went to jail for murders, got right out for them bitches. Where that happened at? How that happened? No case, no guilty, no not guilty. Everybody agreeing to snitch and then not snitching. They've been playing the game or operating with impunity for a minute. You don't know how many police been allowing these things. You don't know the inner workings of a town that small that appears to be that big. I don't know what's going on. All that shit is a bunch of shit they shouldn't have did. But what I do know is I don't want to see a black woman slicing at all of them black men and cutting the tie off of how that shit was able to happen like that. Because had they not, go look at them boys, they on the net before they got a check. Look at the charges. The charges and the things that they were accused of before they got a deal is on a whole nother level than the shit that they did once they got that money flowing. And then you see it, for this dude to be broke, that meant every dime he had coming in was funding a fucking war in Atlanta. Period. Now, if I pay somebody to do something direct, or if somebody work, come on, dog, come on, y'all don't see this shit. I gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let it go. I don't want to go too far into the conversation, but please believe, wake up, wash your face, get the coal out your eye. And then tell me this. They really only sign the niggas that's on their way to the cemetery or on their way to jail. Why is that? You know, I just did an interview yesterday, and it's like we joked about it in the interview, but it's a fact of life. If I popped off some bullshit or if I started a war right then and there, I done went to the top of the playlist. We all know that. If I use certain words in my music, I go to the top of the playlist. Why is that? We don't control them playlists. We don't control these record companies. All of us like happy music, but for some reason, it's always some angry shit on the radio. The rappers tell you they self, well, yo, if I rapped about being happy or if I rapped about enjoying life, then my shit ain't gonna get played. So I ask you, who is controlling that? We all like good music. Why we only gotta hear that shit? We all make good music. Why you gotta make horrible music to go to the top of the playlist? And this is where my problem come in, Miss Fani Willis, because while we fighting here and while we going to jail, killing and dying, it's somebody that's profiting and causing all this shit. It's a reason why common sense rap from a real nigga like myself don't get the play it's supposed to get. It's a reason why accountable, responsible rap like old girl Pina Colada down south don't get the play it should get. Now, she's a better looking big girl than Lizzo. Sing better, music better. They ain't putting her out though. You know why? Because she ain't about to show her whole ass. She gonna be big girl sexy and respectable. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna give her a shot in hell. Period. And that's a fact. And we need to start asking the real questions and quit congratulating the black person. See, I'm from Detroit. It's always been a black person in position. The problem is a lot of these positions they put us in don't have no power for real, for real. So you can't run that on a Detroiter. Just because I see a nigga leading the way don't mean that that's the way we need to go, baby. Now, I ain't saying these boys shouldn't go to jail, neither. I ain't saying they ain't wrong either. But it's a whole lot more going on that's getting missed. And we setting ourselves up to be put right back in the same situation. And then what they do, use us to whip each other. Nah, nigga, get the white DA in here and have him do it. Why I gotta do it? And then they put you in that position, Miss Willis, like they doing you a favor, right? So you can elevate, right, Miss Willis? But you know what they gonna do when you elevate Miss Willis? They gonna come back to you with what was wrong in your life. With whatever they look past for you to get here. And they gonna lean on you for you to continue the next level of this bullshit. And to be honest with you, dog, they've been running this same play on us for motherfucking 100 years, 100 plus years. I actually knew people born in 1898, 1911, 1917, 1890. I actually sat on their lap. I had a lot of them in my lifetime. I was 7, 8 years old. I listened to everything they told me. And they've been running this shit since they was my age. And we still allowing it, nigga. You don't understand history. It's doing to repeat itself. Now I ask you, why they not RICOing the Aryan Brotherhood? Why they not RICOing some of these white nationalist organizations that got plenty overt acts and conspiracy? Why? Why it wasn't a RICO in the January 6th shit? Why? But we not asking none of these questions. We taking this little, oh, Young Thug's a horrible person. He might be. I thought he was horrible when he was with that one song, Lifestyle. The shit he was saying in there, I knew the little boy was twisted. I ain't know, this other shit, but I knew the boy wasn't right. Something wrong with the pussy. Even though I ain't gonna hit it, I'ma still make sure that she does it. Nigga, hold on. That's bad female hygiene advice, number one. Number two, that ain't even really your business. And if you ain't gonna hit it, why do you care, man? You gave a bitch a pep smear to send her home. He said he'd shoot at the reverend, little things like that. So I wasn't never really but he had some jams, but, I knew something wasn't right. I just ain't know this. And if we gonna clean up the world, let's clean this bitch up. And straight up, y'all let them boys operate knowing they was doing all that shit for 10 years. Y'all niggas horrible. 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 They do that shit to the mob and then only arrest 3 people. They let the mob run for 20 years, 30 years at a time, then arrest 3, 4 motherfuckers, call it a RICO. They got all them niggas, and they had enough to arrest all them niggas in 2015. Anyways, y'all going for the banana in the tailpipe. The sign on my ass say do not enter. I'm a rapper. I rock rhymes, so I'm a bust one. No, let me quit.
Parents like her to fight for victims like myself and people in my family and some of my friends that's dead, that's been murdered. Some of my friends' kids that's dead and been murdered. I don't know her name, but God bless you.
Man, you know her name, man. Quit with the fake shit. Quit with the fake shit. Something need to be done. That's a fact. But arresting these bottom of the barrel black men, boys that's not even developed is not the thing. My bad. I use this house to shoot videos, so a lot of funny things be going on with the lights. Well, I have to do a lot of funny things with the lights because when we designed it, I didn't know shit about lighting. So, but whatever. Where was I at? The promotion of catching, like, shit rolls downhill. And if we keep catching the turds at the bottom of the hill, then, of course, they're going to keep rolling into the community. What we need to do is go to the top of the hill and kill whatever's up there shitting. That's what we need to do. But catching these little kids at the bottom of the hill who the motherfucker at the top of the hill funded to give all this trouble to us, ain't it? Ain't it? You know what I'm saying? And just putting it on Young Thug or thanking her, like, that ain't gonna change the world. You think Young Thug been in jail for God knows how long. The crime in Atlanta has not stopped. You could lock up all the rappers. Crime ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. And quite frankly, as black people, she doing her job. But what about the prosecutors who not doing their job? You know, the ones that let that January 6th shit off. They ain't getting no people died in that shit. Now, if me and you rush in the bank and people die of a heart attack, one died of a heart attack, one fell and hit his head, you know what's going to happen? Even though my man's was just a getaway driver, we all going down for murder. Why didn't they? And that's the problem. I'm getting tired of seeing the law at its fullest extent when it's a black person on the end, and then it retracts when it's somebody else. And I can't support that shit. Not at all. Do they deserve to go to jail? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. They did a lot of dumbass shit. They deserve to get their asses beat. That's a fact. That's clear. I see that. Now see that. Man, we out of this bitch, man. I'm gonna go and let this whole conversation go because it bothers me. It bothers me. My son, 11 years old, if I gave him the keys to the car, he gonna go do some dumb shit, period. These boys, 17, 18, you get them $1 million and tell them, do a song with this nigga that don't want to do a song with them, and now they feeling beholden to you, and it starts a war. Fuck out of here, man.